जहां बानी से है दुश्वार तर कारे जहां बीनी, जहां बानी से है दुश्वार तर कारे जहां बीनी, जिगर खूं हो तो चश्मे दिल में होती है नजर पैदा। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आ रही आवाज? आज जो हम इकट्ठा हुए हैं, ये तकरीबन आप लोग 10 लोग हैं, जो एक तरह से कोर ग्रुप है। दिस इज़ आवर कोर ग्रुप ऑफ टीचर्स, प्रिंसिपल, एडवाइजर्स and myself. So we are going to present what is our basically target in the next 3 years. What are we planning? What are we going to achieve? And I will throw some thoughts on beyond those 3 years as well. So let's start. This is Hera Public School, Purgudia. Objective. For the next 3 years, we are going to freeze our infrastructure construction this year, end of this year. Beyond this year, which we are basically at this moment, new boys hostel with a capacity of about 200 is under construction. It's almost final stages. We expect it to be fully completed within the next 1 month. After that, there will be no major construction. There will be minor improvements, renovations, enhancement of facilities, but no major construction. Everything will stop. And with the present infrastructure, we are going to have a day population of 1,600 to 1,700 maximum in the school, from nursery up to class 12. And that number will be frozen. We cannot take any more students beyond that because we have fixed a very optimum number of students per class of about 40. And for the nursery, we have fixed a number of 15 per teacher per classroom. So that's in the hostels, we have a capacity of 250 for boys and about I think total capacity of 250, out of which 200 are boys, maybe about 50 to 70 girls. So this is going to stay for the time being. Now, our main objective for the next 3 years will be to focus on the quality of education and success in the competitive exams. Quality of education, the first priority is language skill, communication skills, English proficiency. Because we find that most of students who go for competitive exams from our region, they are at a very great disadvantage due to their deficiency in English language communication, reading, writing, understanding, in every aspect. So this is a very, very important aspect, and we want to focus to really bring it at par with international standards. Not Indian standard, but international standard. The reason for that, I will explain to you a bit later. So what we have done is that we have put very great emphasis on our nursery school, that the students after 3 years of nursery, they are able to communicate in English. When they go to class 1, they should be without any hesitation, without any limitation. They are able to express themselves in English and they are able to understand English, proper English, for which we have set up digital classrooms for them, where stories are narrated in English and they are asked to listen and asked to they are doing exercise in storytelling. So all these things are tools how to improve their English. Okay, that's one aspect. Second aspect is, let's go to this, our overall objective of the education, which I have put down here, is the approach to education. It is obvious to most of us who have been active in the field of education for some time that traditional classroom, syllabus-based, exam-oriented, and valueless, that word is very important. This is a value-neutral education people are trying to give. If education is value neutral, that means you don't believe in God, you don't believe in anything. There's no value. There's no spiritual orientation to your approach to education. We do not believe in that. We believe values are very important for life, and they are the one which stand with you in the time of distress, in the time of challenges. So the traditional classroom, syllabus-based, exam-oriented, valueless approach to education is insufficient and incapable of realizing the desired objectives, which may be defined as follows. These are our objectives of the education. Number one is God consciousness, spiritual fulfilment, and a pleasant persona. Pleasant persona means your personality should be such that people would like to listen to you. People would like to come near to you. People would like to seek advice from you. But how can that happen? It's that you have a pleasant persona, you have a smiling face. Second is adequate knowledge base. That means you must have sufficient knowledge. Not just sufficient, beyond sufficient knowledge. So knowledge is very important. Knowledge is not information only. Information is basis of knowledge, but information is not knowledge. Knowledge is applied information. When you apply information, you have certain information. When you are able to apply that information in practical situation, then you have knowledge. Otherwise, you don't have knowledge. Wisdom is one step beyond knowledge. When knowledge matures, it becomes wisdom. Okay? So, second is adequate knowledge base. Third is communication and interpersonal skill, which I was earlier telling you. Communication means linguistic skills, basically. Skill in language. You are able to talk, you will express yourself, you are able to understand from what people are saying, and you are able to interpret. And interpersonal skills is how do we interact with people. When somebody is talking to you something, you need to listen, not interrupt. Because without listening full from the person, you cannot comprehend what he is actually trying to tell you. And halfway before he finishes his question, you have got the answer. That is bad interpersonal skill. So we need to train our students into interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills can be developed by a group activities. How do they interact with each other in groups? Whatever group activity they do. For example, you're going to group discussion. You give them a topic, put them on a table, 5 or 6 or 10 of them, and ask them to prepare points for discussion, questions, answers. And then the teacher stands there and he directs them. Okay, he starts. This is today's topic, and everybody has got a view on this topic. He will give his view, others will counter it or ask questions. So, but the discussion must be in a very civilized and organized manner. It should not become a shouting game. You understand? So that is what the interpersonal skill is. Personal discipline and self-confidence. Again, personal discipline means, I suppose you all know what personal discipline is. Like you sleep, you have enough sleep, you go to bed at time, you rise early, your spiritual activities like prayers and all that are performed on a routine basis, on a daily basis. Your food habits, your other habits, like some people smoke and all those things. So management of all those, these are the disciplinary situations for people. So personal discipline, self-confidence, and when you talk to the people, you must express self-confidence. That means whatever you are talking, you have knowledge of it, and whatever knowledge you have, you must express with real confidence. Next is creative, resourceful, and positive attitude. This is really what makes people successful in corporate sector. Creative, resourceful, and positive attitude. Like in a very simple words, people call it can-do attitude. I can do it. Even though you have no idea how to do it, but I can do it. Means, yes, I am very confident. I'll go and find out how to do it. And I will find what I need to do it. No? And I will do it. So, and there are people who will say, oh, this is very difficult. How to do this? Where am I going to get this? I don't know anything about this. So that is the difference between a positive attitude and negative attitude. Person with a positive attitude, he will definitely look what you are asking him. He's not like jumping into the fire. He will understand what we are asking, but he will be creative. That means he will find new ways of doing things. Creative means you find a way to do which others, other than what the other people do. It's a new way of doing things, is being creative. Okay? It's not jugaad. Jugaad is a very crude thing. Creative is very refined thing. Resourceful, that means he will know where to get things. Okay? If he needs advice, he will know from whom to get the advice. If he needs certain materials, he will know from where to go and around and search and get material. So that is resourceful. Positive attitude, I'm sure you all know what is positive attitude, is to willing to do things, and instead of resisting to do. Next is physical fitness and health awareness. We're all very well aware of the importance of physical fitness. If I am a sick person, I can have fantastic ideas, I can have fantastic resources, but I will not be able to perform anything. I will be really, half the time I will be unable to, will not have the energy even to try. So physical fitness and health awareness is very, very important, and this applies to yourself as well as to the students. So what you will cultivate, try to cultivate, inculcate among the students, you have to apply to yourself first. If you are asking them to do exercise and do jogging and running, you better do it yourself as well. So you need to be fit so that they will follow and be fit. You take it. Most of you are around 40s range, not really like myself, 73. So I'm sure you can do to a certain amount. Maybe not as energetic, not as active as those 18-year-olds or 15 years old, but you can become an example for them. If you are overweight with big punch, you cannot be an example for them. Okay, so the best way, आपने वो हदीस सुनी होगी रसूलुल्लाह की, एक औरत आई और उसने कहा कि मेरे साथ माँ, मेरा बच्चा बहुत ज़्यादा मीठा खाता है, गुड़ खाता है, इसको मैं कैसे रोकूं? आपने कहा कि तुम कल या परसों कहा कि आओ, आज मैं इसका जवाब नहीं दे सकता। तो 2 दिन के बाद फिर आई वो, तो उन्होंने बच्चे को समझाया कि ज़्यादा मीठा खाना नुकसानदेह है, खाओ, थोड़ा खाओ, जो भी मशवरा था उसको सलाह नहीं दी। तो उसने बच्चे की ये बात आप 2 रोज़ पहले भी कह सकते थे। उस वक्त मैं भी खाता था, मैंने पहले अपना बंद किया। जो मैं इससे तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जिस चीज़ की मशवरा सलाह, जिस चीज़ की बात, जो भी बात आप बच्चों को बता रहे हैं, उनसे करने के लिए कह रहे हैं, वो आप खुद अपने ऊपर लागू करें पहले। अगर वो आप अपने ऊपर लागू नहीं कर सकते तो यकीन मानिए इसका कोई असर नहीं। तो ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, फिजिकल फिटनेस एंड हेल्थ अवेयरनेस, एंड अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी आर डूइंग इट इन अ वेरी प्लान्ड एंड वेरी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर। इंशाअल्लाह इसके रिजल्ट्स आएंगे। एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, एथिकल बिहेवियर एंड लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज। तो हमें लीडर्स पैदा करने हैं, नॉट जस्ट इंजीनियर्स, डॉक्टर्स एंड lawyers, accountants or teachers or whatever. That is a professional, that's a means of earning a livelihood, so that you can take care of your family, you can take care of your needs. But that is a part and parcel of course, education. But among every profession, our students must be leaders. They must lead others. So for that, we need to have the ethical behavior. Ethical behavior means no matter what, I will not cheat, I will not lie, I will be truthful, I'll be honest, I will be law-abiding, I will be best possible citizen of my society and indeed global citizen. So these are, they may look abstract, but they are very pertinent, they're very practical, and without these values, we are not humans. We are just machines. Okay? With these qualities, we become real humans. Besides educating our children in all professional, academic, and whatever subjects, the most basic things are that we make them the best possible human beings. Everything else comes secondary to that. Okay, can we? Sorry. So we have defined our main objectives, what our students should look like when they are finished with our education system. And we have also said that the traditional educational system, which is syllabus-based, grading-based, valueless, exam-oriented, does not produce those results. So what will produce the result? So there is a concept of holistic education. It says, and it's defined a holistic approach to education, whereby the primary focus of an entire enterprise of school education should be the overall personality development of the student with the desired personality traits and skill sets, instead of some arbitrary exam marks or grades. So, for example, if I tell you in the corporate sector, which I spent almost 40 years, big international companies, global companies, you may have scored 95% in your whatever engineering exam, final exam. Another student who has got 85%. But if he can express himself better than you, they will take him, not you. Okay? For them, actual performance matters, not your grades. whether it's great in mathematics or physics or chemistry or engineering or whatever, it really does not matter in the final account. What matters, can you produce what they want? Can you control a team of 20 junior engineers? Can you plan a project and deliver in time? So those traits are important, and the question is, how do we deliver that kind of personality? So the concept is holistic education, which will give the personality traits and skills to the students. Okay. Now, okay. What is epistemological basis of holistic approach? Epistemology is a difficult sounding word. Epistemology means it's a philosophy of knowledge, actually, basically. What knowledge means? Humans are spiritual, social, and rational beings in that order. They are spiritual. They are not machines. Modern civilization, modern European civilization, I must say, not Eastern civilization, considers them nothing more than machines. They can be modified, they can be manipulated, they can be biologically changed. But that is not the truth. The truth is that humans are spiritual, social, and rational beings. Any man-made system that does not recognize all these three dimensions of human existence in due and balanced proportion, which is very important. In due, you cannot go be one side. You must have all the three elements: spiritual, social, and rational. Spiritual is connection with God. Social is connection with human beings, not just fellow humans, but entire living system. And rational beings, scientific approach, logical and scientific approach. Because we are rational beings, we are logical beings, we cannot accept something which we do not understand. You tell me that a child, for example, sun rises from east and goes to the west, and you say sun is moving around the earth, and not the earth is moving around the sun, and the day and night is happening because sun is going round. It rises and goes. That's what you see, right? By rational human beings will think about it. Is it true? Or is this other way around? Sun is stationary and earth is moving. So both are possible, both can produce night and day. A rational and logical person will look around for all the signs and for all the reasons to reach a conclusion. He will not accept blindly. So all the three elements are important. So, not recognize all the three dimensions of human existence in a due and balanced proportion will not resonate with the fundamental nature of man, his fitra. Allah Ta'ala has created man and given him a particular nature. And in that nature, there are a number of things. One is awareness of God himself is part of his fitra. He by nature, human beings needs a superior, a creator, a feeling that there is a being which has created us, which is nurturing us, which is sustaining us. This is a part and parcel of fitra. Most people who have never practiced any religion, you ask them, and they will say, yes, there must be a God somewhere. So that is a part of the fitra. Second thing is, by fitra, human beings are honest. You will find that in their pristine form, in their unspoiled environment, most human beings are honest. So honesty, fairness, justice, sympathy, God consciousness, these are all part of our fitrah. All we need to do is nurture it, polish it, shine it. So, whatever other system which we develop for education, which does not resonate with the system, with the fitrah of man, will be found wanting, will be found deficient in due course. The holistic approach to education, on the other hand, recognizes this fact and starts with creating a spiritual connection or bond between the student and the creator, God consciousness, from the outset. This is followed by grounding in desirable social and ethical behavior, interaction with fellow human beings and other beings, and finally, knowledge and rational explanation of the natural material world around. The three dimensions of knowledge are not to be exclusive or compartmentalized, but overlapping, inclusive, and interconnected. Now, this is the formula. For what I've described you so far, this is the formula. In a logical and rational manner. Iman plus taqwa plus knowledge plus hard work equals success. Iman, is faith, belief system, because without belief system there cannot be a faith. There cannot be a guidance to your social behavior, whatever behavior, without Iman. So Iman is the first thing, which is belief in God, belief in the Prophet, belief in the book, belief in the angels, belief in the hereafter, a belief in the system of reward and punishment. These are part of Iman. Okay? And then taqwa. Taqwa is actually the practice of it. How you practice to achieve those things in your physical life. And then knowledge. Knowledge here means knowledge of the deen as well as the knowledge of the world, of the material world. So it includes both spiritual knowledge and scientific knowledge. And of course, hard work. Without hard work, you get nothing. You'll be all in the book only, or in your mind only, right? So hard work is to top all these things with the hard work, and that will produce success. Success not only in this world, but success in the hereafter as well. So this is a total concept of education which we are trying to promote, which we are trying to create. This I have not invented. I have learned it from other people. I have gone around the world, visited many schools, met many great teachers, and this is a sort of a summary what I have achieved, what I'm trying to present to you. Now, what is the methodology? The methodology is at the I will sort of speed it up now. What I have described here, you can read from my paper, is a pre-primary or elementary class. In our opinion, this is the most important period. Age 3.5 years and above of the student's educational journey to embark upon developing his or her personality, mental attitudes, inculcating desirable habits, and making spiritual connections with the Creator. The important task for the school is to create a conducive educational learning ecosystem whereby the students imbibe the desired traits and values primarily through activities and role models. Thus, catchphrase, Islamic education in modern environment and modern education in Islamic environment. Learning by activities, the main mode of teaching rather than relying on books, and rote learning. So this is the basic concept. And the 3 years of nursery is very, very important, a very best opportunity, in fact, to mold the personality. According to Islamic tradition, the personality of a child is almost complete by the age of 7, right? So if students enters nursery at the age of 4, by the time he comes out of nursery, he's 7 already. So his personality is formed. So everything you have to give him at that age. How to talk, how to behave, how to respect other people, how to behave in a group, how to we were talking about interpersonal skills earlier, how to interact with other students. So we do activities like sharing lunch among the students, a group of 10 or 15 students and teacher, and whatever everybody has brought for the lunch, we share. So from there it comes the acceptance of sharing things. The students are, that small children are very possessive. Yeah? You give them a toy, you give them a chocolate, they want to take for themselves. They don't want to give to others. So here we teach them, no, we must share. Sharing is good. So these are the concepts and the ideas which must be inculcated among the students. So this was next one. So these are the details what they will be learning in those things. I have stated it here, and you must go through. You must this thing. What should be taught at this stage. Next one. Evaluation of learning outcomes. So how do we know whether we are successful? We have got our objective. We got a teaching methodology and all those things, and then how do we determine how successful we are? So this describes at the end of those 3 years of nursery, clear and fluent communication skills in English and Urdu, and able to read and write. This is the final goal at the end of the 3rd year of nursery, M3. Able to read and recite Arabic Quranic texts fluently. Recite well and understand Islamic creed, kalma. Able to perform ablution prayers and recite du'as and hadiths with meaning in English and Urdu. Okay? Understand the concept of numbers well and able to do basic mathematical operations and mental maths. Demonstrate ethical behavior, sharing with fellow students, knowledge of personal cleanliness and hygiene. So these are should be the outcome. So आपके पास अब पैरामीटर्स हैं, कैसे मेजर करेंगे कि आपका जो टीचर्स जो कर रहे हैं वो सक्सेसफुल है, राइट? कि most of your majority of students should be doing this, okay? And then similarly, I have all the criteria for the primary class. Go first. Again here, learning outcome, ability to recite entire Quran. This is a primary, yeah? Able to perform salah, including all necessary du'as and etiquettes. Memorize ahadith with translation. Pleasant persona, ethical behavior, truthfulness and integrity. Efficient communication and language skills, English and Urdu, both oral and written. Very high mathematical skills, including mental math, significantly higher than ICSE CBSE board. And standards for that age. Those students interested in Hifz, memorizing Quran, are encouraged and provided the facility without any extra cost. Okay? So this is at the primary level. Secondary classes, 6 to 10, the ICSE board syllabus is fully implemented at this stage. Answered books are the mainstay with other relevant reference books. In addition, we have classes on message of the Holy Quran, This is one topic we want to introduce. Message of the Holy Quran, interpretation and explanation of selected surahs and ayats. Selected surahs and ayats which are very relevant in life, which are gist of Quranic message. And I hope Sadat will guide in this area, which ayats and which surahs will be selected, and whose tafseers will be taught. Islamic history and Indian Muslim heritage, language workshop, storytelling, group discussion, poetry recital, English and Urdu competition. Foundation courses for maths and science with view to competitive exams for selected students 6th to 10th. Foundation courses for social sciences 9th and 10th with view to UPSC for selected students only. Participation in various competitions and Olympiads. Okay? Now, again, what is the learning outcome? At the completion of high school, class 10, the expectations from the students are as follows. A well-rounded personality, God-fearing and morally upright, self-assured and confident, academic excellence and knowledge of current affairs, creative and competitive mindset, well-developed communication and interpersonal skills, positive attitude, and generally is enthusiastic about life and his own future. This last line is like the conclusion of everything. The student must have positive attitude and generally enthusiastic about life and his own future. Means he should be very confident. I will become somebody. Very full of enthusiasm to do something, full of energy, full of confidence. If we have not produced that in the student, then we have not really have not done justice to him. So that should be the main outcome of the education. The student is self-confident, enthusiastic, positive about himself, about his future. Okay? Senior secondary class, 11th and 12th. Full compliance with ICSE board syllabus, preparatory classes for competitive exam for selected students, including university entrance tests, NEET, IIT, JEE, CLAT, NDA, CPT, CA, Foundation, NCHM, JEE, GRE, and IELTS, regular counseling and career guidance for all students. Okay. Learning outcome and goals at the senior secondary, same as after secondary school. In addition, clear understanding of career path possibilities. He must be very clear where he is going to go, his career path. He wants to become a professional, whatever he wants to become in life. Clear understanding of career path possibilities and choice of tertiary institutions. 30% of students from class 12 should enter tertiary institutions of choice for higher education. A strong bond and relationship with the school management and teachers, and post-schooling relations through student alumni with Hera Public School. We need to create an alumni organization and a website and connect all our students who are going out from this institution. They must be registered there, the contact number, the email ID, and there must be one team here who must be in communication with them, whatever they are doing, and they must be given opportunity to contact us for any advice they need. Okay, so critical inputs. To achieve the overall objective, from the very beginning, emphasis is placed on counseling. Counseling of students and their parents, guardians to identify issues and problems. 2 counselors, one male and one female, been appointed for this purpose. They do not take any regular classes and work together with the class teachers to resolve any issues arising like poor discipline, attendance, academic performance. The main task is to continuously monitor problem students, especially those in AICU, and make intervention proposals as and when necessary. Academic Intensive Care Unit. This is a special unit of the ACDC where non-performing students are placed in hostel, given special counseling and remedial coaching for a period of 3 months to a year to bring them at par with regular students. Dropouts are students from the other schools, madaris, who wish to join HPS in class 6 or above, go through rigorous test procedure. Those unable to clear the tests are recommended to join the AICU for 3 months to a year to enable them through remedial classes to get admitted to the appropriate class. You are aware of all these things. I'm just sort of foundation classes. Highly qualified and experienced teachers in math, physics, chemistry, and biology have been engaged to provide foundation courses to students. Class 6 to 10th, 4 hours per subject per week, and to students preparing to appear for competitive exams. Digital classrooms and online classes, extensive digital classroom facilities and online classes. Paid subscriptions are available to the students 24 hours. I think wardens and mentors who will lead these things in the hostel. So basically, this is a pathway, roadmap to. I'm sure you are mostly aware of these things, but what I have tried to do here is put in on paper in a very simple and step-by-step form, so that it will be easier for you to implement, and it will be easier for me to monitor whether we are achieving the result. So this will become like a roadmap. From the very beginning of our educational project in Azamgarh, I was aware and very concerned indeed about the poor linguistic and communication skills of students as well as teachers in our region, in both English and Urdu. We therefore took very early, planned and concrete steps to remedy the situation. And those steps included using the morning assembly to train our students in public speaking skills, training of teachers on annual basis, holding English speaking and personality development workshops. In this context, month-long workshops run by well-known trainer Mr. Munawwar Zama and others like Ramesh Wadud and Rafia Sajid have been held every year. You can see the effect of such efforts in the performance skills and self-confidence of our students in many videos available on YouTube as well as on our school channel.
I'm going to talk about a gentleman who was known for his power. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about the muscle power. I'm talking about his pen power. Remember one thing, the one who falls and gets up is much stronger than the one who never falls.
Guest speakers and visitors of national and international repute have been a constant presence at Hera Public School. Their visits and interactions with the students and the teachers are considered extremely important for the intellectual growth and in achieving school's mission objectives. Notable among these visitors have been Lieutenant General Zamiruddin Shah, former Deputy Chief of the Indian Army Staff and ex-VC of Aligarh Muslim University, Dr. Zafrul Islam Khan, a very well-known Islamic scholar and chairman of Minority Commission Delhi, Professor Abdul Qayyum, Dean, Department of Physics, Aligarh Muslim University, Professor Muhammad Khalid, Department of Radiology, Aligarh Muslim University, Professor Ishtiyaq Sildisa, Dean, Department of History, Aligarh Muslim University, Janab Fakhrul Islam Sahib, popularly known as Frank Islam, an entrepreneur and philanthropist and thought leader, originally from Azam, but presently in Washington, D.C., United States. Dr. Abdullah Farahi, a mathematician and Urdu poet, and who has worked in NASA before, from Washington, United States of America. Dr. Shahabuddin, a biochemistry research scholar and cancer research scientist from United States of America. Dr. M.I.H. Farooqi, Deputy Director, retired, National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow. Maulana Khalid Rashid from New Delhi, a well-known Islamic scholar and member of Muslim Personal Law Board, Lucknow. Brigadier Syed Ahmed Ali, ex-Pro Vice Chancellor, Aligarh Muslim University. Mohtaram Hassan Ghayas Sahib from United States of America and ex-Chief of Unilever, Saudi Arabia, and many other visitors. With the presence of these dignitaries, the students and teachers have been exposed to international level of communication skills and thought leadership. راستوں کے سناٹے منزلوں کی دشواری، راستوں کے سناٹے منزلوں کی دشواری ہیں تمام اندیشے قدم بڑھانے تک. اس بات کو کیا جانے ساحل کے تماشائی، اس بات کو کیا جانے ساحل کے تماشائی، ہم ڈوب کے سمجھے ہیں دریا تری گہرائی. حادثہ وہ جو ابھی پردہ افلاق میں ہے، عکس اس کا میرے آئینے ادراک میں ہے. نہ ستارے میں ہے نئے گردش افلاق میں ہے، تیری تقدیر تیرے نالے بے باک میں ہے. کیا عجب میری نواہائے سحرگاہی سے، کیا عجب میری نواہائے سحرگاہی سے، زندہ ہو جائے وہ آتش کی تیری خاک میں ہے. توڑ ڈالے گی یہی خاک طلسم شب و روز، توڑ ڈالے گی یہی خاک طلسم شب و روز، گرچہ الجھی ہوئی تقدیر کے پیچاک میں ہے.
رسولي طال بي الفراق والشوق قد ملأ الآفاق، وشوق القلب مقسى، ودمع عيني يذرف والقلب حبا يرجف وأنا.
Thank you very much for your time and attention. Inshallah, we'll move forward from here.